What is going on, everyone? I'm Shadell. Welcome back to Rap Talk, and today I got to talk about Joey Badass coming back, saying, "Oh man, the ruler's back," and essentially throwing little jabs at Kendrick. It's too much West Coast dick licking, in the words of Joey Badass, and it's dope. We all love competition. It's been pretty dry as Kendrick has constantly tried to push people to have these back and forths. For the last 10 years? Since Control, where everyone's sitting here being kumbaya, let's get this money, blah, blah, blah. And here comes Joey Badass coming out of the new year swinging. Now, I love this. It's great. It's so great. And I think at some point in this video, I'm going to take a slight turn on another part of this as to why Joey Badass is not meant for this. But nonetheless, Joey Badass has spent a lot of time, you could say over the last 5-6 years, something like that, where he's worked on the Wu-Tang show. He's gotten, I believe it was an Emmy for a short film he did, which was really great. And then has also done Power and killing it on Power. So he's been busy. He's been busy doing other things. Throughout that time where he's sitting here being an actor, he's been dropping projects, but not really. He's been doing what was needed to pass on and be like, hey, I'm still around. Here goes a new project. Here goes a new song. I'm still around. But like there's no real force. And now you have Joey Badass coming into 2025 being like, hey, the ruler's back. I'm here. I'm coming for the crown. I'm New York. I'm the king. All that. Coming for that. And at this point, as we have all decided, like New York is dead. Like there's no real there's nothing to really be excited about when it comes to New York rap. And here's what I have to say. I don't think Kendrick is going to respond back to Joey. There's no real need to. Joey's not really a competitor, in my point of view. So he can throw his jabs and it'd be some friendly back and forth, cool. And maybe Kendrick drops a line, but like, other than that, that's not going to happen. Like, it just doesn't work. So we know Joey Badass is going to drop a project, and that's fine as long as this project he drops it and it's still there. Like, the thing is, you can't just drop a project, do your little videos that come out around the time of the project, maybe drop a video a few months after the project. Like, you have to still continue on and kind of be in the light here. Like, and I don't think Joey Badass now, after him taking so long and doing other things, which is fine, it's not a knock to, his success. Go out and get your success. But as far as being the king of rap, I think that time is come and gone for Joey Badass. Now, this is where I take the pivot of what I think here. Now, the people that I think that are like up and coming are taking that crown as like the king, or just taking that New York sound. One, I gotta throw Sheff G and Sleepy Hallow into this. Like, for me, as someone that's like in the tri-state, I loves New York and rap, especially once Pop died. That killed me. Oh man, I love Pop Smoke so much, and then he passed away, and that hurt. But it's like no one's checking for Joey Badass. You just had Sleepy Hallow and Sheff G drop a project. Also, I believe it was the same day that GNX dropped, so it kind of got shaded by that. But essentially, they're dropping out music consistently. Even with Sheff G having that, I believe it was like 2.5 years, something like that, in jail. Sleepy Hallow was holding it down. Like, he was dropping projects consistently. I still listen to the stuff he has dropped in the past. And when it comes to someone, like, if we have to really pick an artist that has been consistent when it comes to, like, rap in New York, it has to be, if not Sheff G, because he had to do his time in jail and he's out now, it has to be Sleepy Hallow. Sleepy Hallow has to be the king of New York. Like, currently, it just has to be. Like, I know he's more underground. He hasn't really got the mainstream success yet, but Sleepy Hallow has it. Like, and if you have to pick two people from it, it has to be Sheff G and Sleepy Hallow. Like, they just got something bubbling there that just hasn't popped off just yet, but it's coming. Like, Sleepy Hallow has been working. So for Joey Badass to come in after, the last 4, 5, 6 years, however long, doing his whole acting stuff and having great success and doing all that stuff. That's great. That's cool. But don't come over here being like, oh, the ruler's back, this and that, and quoting Jay-Z. Like, it's not like, like it's not happening. The time has come and gone. If this was something that may have happened, let's say during COVID, and he was coming with this, this energy, I'd take it more seriously. But now, after coming off of Kendrick, essentially changing the sound of the culture and us not really being interested in Drake anymore, I just can't take Joey Badass seriously, at least right now. Right now, it just doesn't make any sense. Drop your album. If the album sounds good and we mess with it, cool. But are you going to stick around after that album? We're going to see you disappear. Like, that's my question. Like, come on. Like, you can't be the king. Like, and we've said this all the time. You can't be called the king unless you're going to be taking on someone that, like, it actually matters. And Joey Badass, I believe he had a fake beef with Lil B a long time ago. Troy Ave was going hard on them back then. He was saying some wild stuff a long time ago. But like Joey Badass really hasn't been challenged. So for me to believe that Joey Badass can sit here and take on whatever Kendrick is going to throw at him, if Kendrick was to respond, but probably not, I don't think Joey Badass has this. Like, it just doesn't make any sense to think that Joey Badass is going to take it. Like, if anything, I think people are sleeping on Sleepy Hallow. I think if I had to pick someone over Joey Badass, Sleepy Hallow, Sheff G, and seeing the consistency and the love for the music and being like down for New York, it has to be Sheff G and Sleepy Hallow, and at the top, Sleepy Hallow just taking it. Like, those are my thoughts as I'm sitting here seeing Joey Badass get his praise and his kumbayas and all that stuff. Like, it was hot when you dropped your projects early on. You had some albums I wasn't really feeling that too much throughout the last 10 years it's been. But do I think you're here to take the crown in New York or be crowned the current king of New York? I don't think so. You moved out of New York. Like, it just doesn't make any sense. That's my thoughts. That's all my thoughts as I'm thinking about this. As always, I would love to know everyone else's thoughts down below in the comment section, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.